President Trump gave a fiery speech at the United Nations today, telling UN leaders that their countries are, quote, going to hell. CBS's Erica Brown is live in Washington tonight. Erica, this address comes at a time of growing division between the U.S. and its allies.
That's absolutely correct. And President Trump today delivered a lengthy and wide-ranging speech at the United Nations before meeting separately with some of those world leaders. And during that speech, he touted his successes, claiming people wanted to see him win the Nobel Peace Prize. But he also used that speech to rail against the United Nations, saying its member countries have been ineffective. In his address to the UN General Assembly Tuesday, President Trump declared the U.S. is in a golden age.
Under my leadership, energy costs are down, gasoline prices are down, grocery prices are down, mortgage rates are down, and inflation has been defeated.
He also dished out harsh criticism to the rest of the world.
Your countries are going to hell.
The president slammed migration and green energy policies, especially in Europe.
You're destroying your countries. They're being destroyed. Europe is in serious trouble.
During his nearly hour-long speech, President Trump said the United Nations was not living up to its potential and railed against its failure to end wars.
What is the purpose of the United Nations? For the most part, at least for now, all they seem to do is write a really strongly worded letter and then never follow that letter up. It's empty words, and empty words don't solve war.
On the sidelines, Trump met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky as the war with Russia rages on.
Ukraine, I tell you, they are good fighters. Got to hand it to them. They have a lot of courage, a lot of guts.
The president pressed others to stop buying Russian energy, which he says Russia uses to fund the fighting, and got backing from the president of the European Commission.
But we have to be faster because every payment is filling Putin's war chest. This cannot be.
When asked, President Trump also said NATO member countries should shoot down Russian aircraft that enter their airspace. Now, notably, President Trump also shifted his stance on the war in Ukraine after meeting with President Zelensky, suggesting it is possible for Ukraine to win back all of its territory lost in the war. David?
Erica Brown in Washington. Thank you, Erica.